What is going on, everybody? James Lott here, aka JT, and this is another Free Tip Friday. So last week I did miss the free tip, and that's because I was on vacation. I was in Paris and in Barcelona with my girlfriend and with one of my family members and his now fiance. So that was a great trip, but I'm glad to be back home. Glad to be back in California. I think since we all live, or most of my followers, you guys live in Southern California, I think we take it for granted out here, man. When you're overseas or when you're anywhere else and you tell them that you live in Southern California, people are like, oh, wow, why are you coming here? you know? But anyways, I'm glad to be home, glad to be back. I know it's hot as hell right now, but today's tip is going to be short. I really just want to talk quickly about home inspections because that's what is going on in a couple of my escrows right now. So let's say you find the house of your dreams, you submit an offer, it gets accepted, and you're super excited, and you're wondering what the next step is. Well, the first thing that you really should do is get a home inspection done. And what a home inspector is gonna do is gonna go in and give you a general idea of what potential issues there are. Whether it be plumbing, electrical, literally, they're gonna go under the house, on the roof, check out pretty much everything. And the mistake that I see a lot of potential buyers make is that they get overwhelmed when the inspector comes back and says that there are issues with the house. But the fact of the matter is that 99.9% of homes are going to have something that is wrong with it, especially if it's a resale, meaning it's somebody else lived in it and you're buying it. It's probably not the first time that somebody else has lived in the property. So just understand that in every home, there's always going to be repairs that need to be done. There's no such thing as a perfect house. Now, what happens once you get the inspection report back is that you have a few options. You go back to the seller and you can ask them to repair some of the items that need to be fixed, give you a credit for you to fix some of those items, or to lower the price. Depending on the situation, most of the time you're likely going to ask for them to just repair. Sometimes it'll be easier for the seller to do that, or it'll be easier for them to credit you, or again, you can ask for the price to be lowered. Now, when it comes to asking and negotiating for those repairs to get done, as a buyer, you want to focus on the things that are really impacting the functionality of the house. So you're not going to go to a seller and say, oh, well, there's chip paint over there, I want a whole new paint job, or there's a chip tile over there, I want a whole new floor. That's not a realistic expectation. The things that you want to focus on are electrical issues, plumbing, if there's leaks, and anything that might be required by the appraiser. So some of those things will be properly installed smoke detectors, carbon monoxide detectors, the fire door installation being correct. Those are the main things that you really want to focus on. Focus on things that are really impacting the functionality of the house. And if there are too many issues with the house, don't be afraid to walk away, because you don't want to put yourself in a situation as a buyer where you're in over your head with the amount of repairs that might need to get done to a home. So with all that being said, whatever questions you have, please don't hesitate to reach out. I know that I say that every time, but I'm truthfully here to help. And I hope you all have a great weekend.